Wait, should we put one of the Happy Meals right here?
Yes. If we had the fucking BT21 box.
I'm gonna sue, by the way.
Okay. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba!
I'm not loving this box, I'll tell you that right now.
Hey
Oh
yo! Welcome back to the pod.
We have a lot to go over today.
Too much, actually. And there's probably going to be 20 more things to go over by the time this is posted, too.
Yeah, oh, for sure. Because we filmed 1 week ago, and there's already...
Stray kids don't stop for nobody.
No. But the first thing we're going to do today, actually, is we're going to have a little mukbang.
We're going to have a little mukbang.
Because if you don't know, today, filming is the... Sorry.
BT21 has done a collab with fucking McDonald's. Like, I'm not a big McDonald's fan, but I like my friends BTS.
My friends BTS.
I'm not supposed to get it. So, we did get more than one.
Yeah.
We got two.
Obviously. We're hungry.
We're hungry. We're gonna have a snacky, Thai haul.
Thank you.
My choco chips milk.
My chocolate chips. I got a chocolate milk because childhood. My childhood.
I got an apple juice because I like it.
And then we both just got a 6-piece nugget meal.
Yep.
But
extra fries because, you know, I don't really know what's going on with this parasite.
I don't trust the apples.
I don't trust the apples.
I don't trust your apples. And if they don't give me the diarrhea parasite, they're going to give me cancer anyways. So.
Where's the Taco Bell meals? We were just talking about this. It's always McDonald's. The K-pop Demon Hunter shit was also McDonald's. Yeah. I want a Taco Bell meal. I'm saying it now. Taco Bell, you want to collab?
They did we were talking about the Grogu meal was at
Burger King.
Burger King, but do some of the K-pop stuff at other places other than McDonald's. Because I saw also today that they also did a BT21 or a BTS collab like 4 years ago or something, like back in 2021. Yeah,
I saw that too.
Are they exclusively McDonald's? They got a contract or something?
Fuck you, McDonald's. So I know, like, we're promoting
she said
your
that
shit
publicly.
I know we're promoting your shit. I'm sorry, I don't want to collab with McDonald's. So McDonald's, you see this? I don't want a brand deal.
Mini fry.
Cut that out.
We're gonna eat and yap.
Yeah.
And try not to choke and die on salt.
And we're gonna open our toy.
Wait.
And McNuggets are gonna have to wait.
So we also have the possibility of getting Vaughn.
And the BT21 spaceship. Here's all the options. Can you see that?
Yeah, I'm really excited about it. These look cute. I would love a mung.
Oh, I do really like mung.
Mung.
I also like chimmy. I don't have a chimmy.
I would like a cookie too.
I really like all of them.
First, I want to sip it as chocolate milk.
Okay. BT21 poster and sticker roll? How big is the poster? Like the size of my fucking hand? Oh my god. Organic apple juice that does not taste like sugar because there's no added sugar in it.
We didn't get apple slices because of the parasite, but you're drinking apple juice.
It's okay. Juice drink from concentrate. It's mostly filtered water. It's fine.
This is the important part.
This is what everybody wants to see, right?
Does yours also has RJ on it? I was did they spoil who's in this?
Do that and you're gonna piss me.
No, literally.
Why is it only RJ though? What if RJ is in both of these? McDonald's, you're gonna piss me off. You know, I take it back. I don't want.
I don't want your brand deal. Keep your money.
If you did this, you don't understand a blind box.
Ready?
Oh my god, I'm scared because I feel like it feels like him, or maybe I'm just in my head.
All right, I don't know. Close your eyes and pull it out.
Okay, wait.
And hold it up.
Oh fuck. No. Okay, sorry. Oh, we're both using Wolf Chan. Okay. Okay, ready? Hannah, 2, set. Oh my god, I'm having to rip the paper. Oh my god, I know it's RJ.
Wait, don't open
I know
your
it
eyes.
is. I'm not opening them.
Okay, ready?
Yeah, Hannah, 2, set.
You bitch!
RJ? Yes. And did I also want RJ? Yes.
Am I happy about getting him? Yes. What I'm not happy about is the fact that I knew I got him.
It. McDonald's. Is it cute though? Look, it puts the...
Well, now we know if we get another one that we have to not even look at the damn box.
I gotta close your eyes. Oh my god, it's
damn it.
Kind of cute though. I like
it. It is cute. Oh my god, Jin, I'm so
cute.
sorry. I'm not mad about getting RJ.
I love Jin. Oh my god, he was like the first person that I was like, that's my bias record.
No, literally.
So like, hey,
it's really
where's
cute.
The stickers. Scan to play. I don't want to play because you're ruining the surprise. And you gave us the same one. I guess I get it though. Like when you're when you're actually doing it with kids, like you want your kids to get the same one because so they don't argue. I think you guys need to seriously understand. Kids weren't. These aren't for kids.
They're not. They're for me.
I want to look at the ratios. I actually love those. Really
cute. Yeah, it is really cute. Like I'm not mad about getting RJ because now I have an RJ thing and I didn't have one before.
We both.
But I like the element of surprise. It's part of the reason I got into like the whole K-pop culture anyways.
It's fun. It's gambling.
Fun. Oh my god. It's like we get mad when they put names on the back of the goddamn photo cards.
Oh my god. Like, and then you put his whole fucking face.
Oh my god.
That's fine. It's fine. I'll let it go. Moving on. You know what time it is?
Mukbang time.
Mukbang and fangirl forecast time. We have lots of news.
Can you show them up close?
I don't know. You can show them closer. I got sweet and sour sauce, just in case you guys were wondering.
Oh,
and
yeah, me
a
too.
chicken nugget.
Oh, yeah, me too. We actually got the exact same thing except for the drinks. I decided to get milk and punish myself for the nostalgia. So what do we talk about first?
Real quick, because I only have one thing to say about P1 Harmony. The fan meet, I've been seeing clips. Fuck.
I have nothing to say.
Deep thought.
I have no nice things to say. My god.
Sometimes I'm like, oh, maybe Kyo's taking over in my bias spot. Chunks of curly hair. Sorry,
and
Kyo.
I will never be over the fact that they performed Ice for the first time and 777. Like, I actually would sell my left nut to see both of those in person.
Ice is one of my favorite ones from the fucking album. Same. Oh my god. I was watching them perform and I was like, are you so dead ass?
The first night when Intalk is doing his like opening rap line and Ji-yoon comes up and is just like hyping him up and they're like dancing together and then they kind of like separate and then Kyo comes in with his line and then they're hyping him up. I'm like, I
swear to God.
I want to experience it.
Why did we not go to Korea for the whole month for the P1 Harmony comeback? Or, sorry. Cut. Chat, cut that. P1 Harmony fan meeting, AT's fan meeting, Stray Kids comeback, Stray Kids tour.
How did we not know before any of this was announced and plan a trip? Idiots.
In AT's news, AT's is having their fan meet. I don't know what day the actual fan meet is, but it's literally got to be like within the next week or two. And then AT's is releasing their Japanese single Bad, and they've been releasing concept photos. I'll show you. They look fucking scrum-diddly.
Should be illegal. And speaking of concept photos, we're really getting fed.
It's actually never ending.
It's never ending. The concept photo department is working overtime.
No, they really are. All of them.
This morning, woke up to duo photos.
Oh my god.
I woke up almost every day this week unwell.
Yeah. And then we also got the track list.
Oh yeah, by the way, a lot of our predictions in the last episode, wrong. Completely wrong. But that's okay.
But what were the songs on the track list? I already forgot. This and That, the title track, obviously.
Farming,
are we getting... Okay, now prediction, that might be wrong. Are we getting like a country vibe? Because they said they wanted to do something like that.
Yeah.
So I'm like...
Cowboy concept.
Yeah.
But we like, low-key got that with Bleep.
Beat Juddy.
Yeah.
Because he said, he was like, oh, we kind of did it for Bleep, but like, they haven't done like an actual, I don't know. So we'll see. And then there's I Do by Changbin. Back Then, but it's like written in Korean by Han. And then I think Way Out, was the Changbin and Bang Chan, written by them. So I'm very excited to hear those.
Yeah.
I might be forgetting one.
We also have This and That Festival version.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously.
I think that's what I was thinking of. After You was the last one. And that one was written by all three Racha and a few other people. Oh my god. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to hear the title track. Oh my god. The mashup should be coming out soon. That'll probably be the next video on the list of, like, everything. I'm
scared.
I'm scared. There's too much happening. They also gave us all the album previews. There's, like, the truck version, this version, that version.
There's actually 5 million of them.
And a version, which I think that one is going to be, like, the accordions or whatever. Because those are the ones with, like, the 8 envelopes or whatever. And then they released a bunch of vinyls. Fucking someone's on Bubble.
Oh, fucking Lino.
No, hi. There's also, they just released a cassette version for US only and 3 CD versions for US only. Stay got a character.
Oh my god, I don't care how it's actually supposed to be pronounced in my head. It's Tazy. Okay?
I keep saying Tazy, so it's gonna be Tazy on this podcast until Bang Chan tells me otherwise. Personally, though, like he has to call me.
No, he has to, face to face. He has to tell me face to face, otherwise.
So this is like our Stay character. Oh my god.
Which
very cute.
JYP really said, "Fuck that pink bitch."
So the Stay Light Fairy, from what I saw, is that the fairy was just the mascot, because every year for the membership there's a mascot, and I saw the one from last year and it's a little like blue guy, so I was like, okay, so that was supposed to be just the mascot, and then this is the actual Stay character. So I was like, okay, I take back anything I said on TikTok.
We got the offline tour merch announcement.
That's going to be in Seoul.
Right, the days of the show. And then we have to do some more research. We were trying to look into it.
I don't know. I couldn't find it.
Maybe I dreamt it. I really don't know. I could have swore I saw it this morning.
Fuck if I know.
I thought there was an announcement for the online thing. But now that I'm thinking about it, maybe I did dream it, because... So actually ignore what I said.
I don't know. Maybe by the time we posted it, they'll be up.
Probably. But the merch list for the offline one,
Tazy?
I'm like, I swear to God, you better have all of the same shit online. Because if I can't get the cute little dumb face Tazy thing, I'm going to be so
baby
pissed.
Tazy or whatever I think it says.
But like basically like all of the 5 billion like plush things that they had, I want all of them.
They made another Skazoo crossbody bag. I'm like, whoa, guys.
Yeah,
I would pass on that.
Like, instead of them being like sideways,
it's like their full body.
They're
just like laying there.
I really want the t-shirt too.
Wait, no. Okay,
and the tank top.
They have like this like, it's like a crew shirt or whatever, like a collared long sleeve. That's really cute.
I didn't see that for some reason.
Don't worry, I'll show you. And then they have the black t-shirt.
And then a white tank top.
Which I loved the one for Gov Ball. So I'm like, oh my god, I need that.
This is like my favorite tank top. Oh no, I did see that. I did see that.
Like that's cute, even like to put over something. But the black shirt, yes. Also, can we talk? Wait, hold on. Can we talk about this Kazoo secret clicker shits? Why do they look? That looks a little questionable. I saw someone.
Oh, where it looks like big balls underneath them. Yeah. What is that?
Put a fucking What? Who cleared that?
They're just sitting on a pair of giant balls. I don't understand.
They have this Kazoo Secret Plush micro versions again, and they have 3 versions.
3, and one of them is black.
It's all black, and I want it. The black and white one, oh my god, on a black purse. But also this Kazoo plush in the Tazy outfit. Those are really cute. Like, stop coming out with the fucking Labubu looking fucks.
No, literally.
I can't handle it.
We still have to get our little teddy bear ones too.
And my hamburger.
Our Quokka burger.
You know, I keep forgetting like stuff I ordered because it takes like 10 months.
No, literally.
For it to get here. And I go, oh wow. And the Sanrio shit, but you know, we'll get that next year.
Maybe by Christmas, if we're lucky.
You know, something like that.
Anyways,
I think that's everything.
Any other news? Can't think of anything. BTS, they're on their same bullshit. They're still on tour.
Doing their thing.
See videos of them all the time.
I do.
Oh my god. Fucking, was it in Madrid? J-Hope with the fucking, like, silk shirt, though, that was basically unbuttoned almost down to his belly button, looking like hot shit.
What? I don't know.
Oh my god. I'm in
What
danger.
the fuck? Moving on. Let's bring you guys back to the steam room. I forgot where we left off. It's in my book, though. It's bookmarked. Oh, where's my bookmark? I thought I put it in here, though.
Yeah, but your book was on the floor. Remember?
I'm looking at the bookmark. Motherfucker.
It's okay. Excuse me. I don't know. But now we're on chapter 24.
Yeah. Well, I guess we could, it was basically, anything you missed was them going to, Brad's house. I think was mostly all that happened.
No, I think I do remember where we left off.
Okay.
I think it was, Tyler had just told Allie about Josh's dad.
Okay.
And that's kind of, like, where it ended.
Mm-hmm. So they mostly, like, had some real kinky times at the house, in the shower, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then they end up going back to, Allie's house, and there's her cousin.
Yes.
Junior.
What's his name? Junior.
Mm-hmm.
Junior was sitting at the house, and they walk in, and Junior's basically like, what did he say? He was like,
He's mostly like, I need your help.
Yeah.
We need your boyfriend. We have to go back to Brad's house to wipe his computer.
Yeah. So, and they were like, fucking, all right,
I guess. And so Allie goes with them.
So they get there. They're all, like, mic'd up, right?
Oh, yeah.
And basically the whole time, like, Josh and Allie keep, like, kind of, like, bantering back and forth.
Yeah.
And her uncle is like, keep the line clear.
Dude, and I think it was also, like, even the guy in front, just one of, like, the lackeys or whatever, when Josh was trying to get in the house, he's keep the line clear. Yeah. And he's just, like, it's just, like, them, like, going back and forth. And Josh kept trying to get them to laugh.
Oh, yeah, him and Allie had a bet.
Yeah, that was funny.
If he could make one of them laugh. So, Allie is there, but she's in the van still. Mm-hmm. Josh goes inside, and he goes into the room where the computer is, and he, like, starts to do his stuff, whatever. And then they go...
Well, first they're like, what's that smell? Or they're like, oh, it smells like shit. And they're like, they're like, and he's like, I know that smell.
Josh is like, I remember that smell from my childhood.
Yeah. Rotting flesh. And it was also covered in litter.
Cat litter, yeah.
And the lackeys didn't know why it was covered by litter. And he's just like, it covers up the scent or whatever, preserves, I don't know, some shit. Mm-hmm. And they're like, how do you know that? And he's like, I'm into true crime. I think that was his answer.
Something like that. Yeah,
so that was pretty funny. But then a car pulls up, and it's Brad's fucking parents trying to, I'm assuming, come in and wipe everything or whatever. Yeah. And everyone's like, we're leaving. Josh is like, He's like, I'm not leaving. I'm wiping that shit. They're not going to get Allie.
No.
So he's in there, or I think he ends up shutting the office door. When they come in the house.
He shuts and locks the office door.
Yeah.
But then they go up and they go straight to the office. Mm-hmm. And they're like,
so they were going for his computer.
Yeah. They're like trying to get in the door, whatever. They can't get in the door.
They went and they're like, oh, we need to find the key. They go find a key and they're trying to turn the lock. And Josh is holding the door handle with his hands so that they can't get it. And they're like, oh, it's the wrong key. They go look for another key and then they come back. And he, like, braces a chair up against the door. And I think they were like, I'm just going to kick it down. Or maybe they didn't. I can't remember exactly, like, but he's like, I have no time. And he ends up, like, plugging something in to make a copy of everything that's on Brad's computer so that there's, like, evidence in case the parents wipe it. Yeah. And then he ends up just in the nick of time getting, like, out the window and... kind of falling because he like bangs his ribs and like bangs like his shoulder on the way down.
So he's talking to Allie over the intercom.
Oh yeah, because she jumps out of the van.
She jumps
when they were leaving because she's like, I am not leaving him. Yeah. Okay, whatever.
So she's like on the side of the house, and Josh tells her to set off some alarm.
Oh yeah. Or he tells her to call them, tell them to turn the alarm back on, and he like threw a chair to break like the slider or a window.
Yeah.
So that the cops will come, so that they can't like scrub away, whatever evidence, and they'll find the bodies, and the cops end up showing up. Mm-hmm. But his parents saw both of them running into the woods, and they're like, "Hey, come back here!" Yeah. And then it's snowing, so it's cold as frick.
Yeah. Josh has broken ribs. And
he's just whatever.
But they run off, and then they actually find out that Brad's parents weren't covering up for him the whole time. They like had no idea that he was like doing, like, at least to the extent that
like having bodies in his house.
Yeah,
because
like,
they didn't even know what
bodies.
That smell was. They just thought it was like trash. And Josh was like, "Oh, well, that's a good sign. At least they don't know the smell of fucking rotting flesh." But they're in the woods, and then the cops end up like right like in front of them and like shining like big light into the woods, but they don't get caught. Somehow they get back to the van with Junior at the rendezvous spot.
Yeah, and
they end up leaving.
He also told Allie that he was gonna punish her.
Yes.
For getting out of the car.
Yeah, so now she gets double punishment.
But she's like, but before you punish me, I need to look at your ribs, you piece of shit.
Oh, yeah, so they had just gotten, back to someone's house?
I think it was Allie's house.
Oh, and her stipulation for her uncle covering up for her is having dinner with them once a month. All right. Chapter 24, Josh. To quote one of my favorite TV shows, everything hurt and I was dying. Okay, so maybe not literally, but it felt pretty close. My shins throbbed. A deep pulsing ache radiated from my right shoulder to my elbow. Despite the way I'd sidestepped Allie's questions, I definitely hit my ribs. I probably wasn't in any position to teach my girlfriend a lesson about breaking her word to me, but was I about to tell her that? Hell no. The way she kept jumping every time I moved too quickly, like she expected me to pounce any second, was far too satisfying. I reached for her front door handle a little faster than was necessary, and she flinched so hard that she almost fell sideways into the planter. Oh, this was too good. So good, I was starting to think it was better to delay the punishment I had planned and focus on mental warfare. You doing okay, babe? I asked, fighting the urge to grin. You seem kind of jumpy. She sent me a disgruntled look that had no business being so adorable. I'm just impatient to get inside. Right. As much fun as it was to torment her, we couldn't linger out here. Our clothes were still damp, and we needed to get out of them and check ourselves over for any injuries that might require treatment. I slipped my knee into the lock. Yeah. Jesus fucking Christ, my knee.
Neither of us can talk today.
I slipped my key into the lock and opened the door for Allie, indicating she should go first. She passed me sideways, eyes narrowed, and body tense like she was bracing for an attack. The urge to lunge was strong, but I held it in check. We'd been through hell tonight, and the last thing she needed was another rush of adrenaline. Pumping adrenaline. When her fight or flight response kicked in. A high-pitched yowl hit my ears as I closed the door behind us. Fred came skittering out of Allie's bedroom with his tail held high and mouth wide open as he announced how pissed he was that we'd left him alone. Maybe it was time to start thinking about getting him a little brother or sister, someone to keep him company while Allie and I were working or having mommy-daddy time. Before meeting Allie, I'd never let myself think about having my own family or about what having my own family might be like. I had been too afraid of passing on my genes to contemplate it, but it felt like I was already forming one with this woman. Now that I trusted myself around small things, I couldn't get the idea of a fluffy little kitten out of my head. It seemed like the next logical step, and I could already see it now. The four of us snuggled together on the couch, Allie sipping wine and me rubbing her feet while we talked about our days, the cats curled between us. Ahead of me, Allie leaned down and scooped Fred up. We weren't even gone that long. Fred headbutted her in the chin hard enough that I heard a low thunk from the impact. I let them have their moment of reunion while I shucked off my jacket and unlaced my boots. By the time I reached them, Fred was purring loud enough to wake the dead, eyes closed in bliss while he made biscuits in Allie's shoulder. I ruffled the fur between his ears, grinning when he rewarded me with a little chirrup of welcome. He's probably just clingy after all the upheaval of the past few days. Allie hugged him closer. Poor baby.
I'll go start the shower, I said, leaning in to kiss her temple. We need to get cleaned up and warm. She turned to me, pupils dilating, cheeks flushing, and I knew she was thinking about the last time we'd been in a shower together. Ooh. I nearly groaned. More than anything, I wanted to be... Again. I'd spent half the night terrified we were about to get caught and I'd have to watch my girlfriend get put into handcuffs. I needed the reassurance that she was safe, that she was okay, and nothing could give me that like having her wrapped in my arms, moaning my name. Okay. Don't take too long, I said before striding away from her. I put my phone on the bathroom counter before starting the shower. I'd turned the device's volume as high as it went because I was paranoid after Brad's break-in and wanted to hear if any of the freshly tuned alarms I'd set for the doors went off. I didn't love that Allie's family had the keys to her place. They seemed as bad with boundaries as I was, and I didn't trust their intentions. Maybe I could convince Allie to change the locks if she wasn't already set on doing it. From the wary looks she'd given Junior on the ride back to the warehouse, she trusted him even less than I did. I left the door cracked as I pulled off my damp clothes and set them on the tile floor. A glance in the mirror stopped me in my tracks. Deep purple was starting to bloom along my right side.
Oh, we're so fucked.
We're cooked. I knew enough about first aid to realize it wasn't a great sign, so I dragged in a deep breath to see how bad it was. My ribs pinched with discomfort, but the pain wasn't as intense as the time Dad kicked me in the side with his steel-toe boots, so I didn't think any were cracked.
Oh my god!
Goddamn. I lifted my gaze and nearly flinched. I'd been so obsessed with Allie recently that I'd skipped my last haircut, and between how long it had gotten and the dark circles beneath my eyes from exhaustion, the resemblance to the monster who fathered me was uncanny. Unable to look at myself any longer, I jerked my gaze away and got into the shower.
Fuck, what a night. I had no idea how I'd kept it cool inside Brad's place for as long as I had. If not for my need to wipe Allie from Brad's hard drive, I doubted I would have even made it to that computer. The sickly, sweet smell of decomposition had plunged me into one of my most haunting childhood memories, and I'd spent the whole time in Brad's house breathing through my mouth to avoid it. What? I swore I could still detect a hint of decay clinging to my skin, and needing to be clean, I grabbed a nearby soap bar and started scrubbing it off. I was still scrubbing when Allie slipped into the shower with me, and as much as I wanted her in my arms, I couldn't make myself stop. "Josh," she said, placing her hand over my wrist. "I smell it on me," I blurted. From the way her face crumpled, she knew without having to ask what I was talking about. She took the soap from me and stepped close, putting her nose into my chest. "You smell clean." "You're sure?" I asked, hating how small my voice sounded. She rose on her tiptoes and sniffed my neck. Next, she lifted each of my arms and gave them the same treatment. "Nothing but lemon verbena?" I tipped my head toward the yellow bar in her grip. "Is that what that is?" She nodded and set it on the soap tray, taking my hand as she turned back to me. "I'm guessing you recognize the smell of bodies because of something to do with your father?" I squeezed her fingers around, grounding myself in her touch. "Yeah. Do you want to talk about it?" I lifted my head, looking past her, and the words started pouring out of me before I could stop them. "It happened the summer I turned 11. Dad took me with him into town for some reason. His car stank to high heaven so bad that even riding with all the windows open, I was gagging when he finally parked. I asked him what it was, and he said he'd hit a raccoon the night before, and some of it must have stuck to the undercarriage and was rotting because of the heat. Because of the heat wave. Back then, I did whatever I could to stay in his good graces, so I went to the trunk to find something to clean it off with. Oh my god. Before I could get it open, Dad pushed me away so hard that I fell onto the pavement. I lifted my right arm, bending it to show Allie my elbow. That's where this scar came from. Oh my gosh. She leaned in and kissed it, her expression full of sympathy. "I'm so sorry that happened to you."
I nodded and let my arm fall back to my side. At the time, I was used to his anger, but that day, he looked scared, helping me up when people stopped to watch, telling them it was an accident, and apologizing to me like he never had before. Instead of going into the store, he told me to get back in the car so he could drive me home and clean my scrapes. Instead, he dropped me in the driveway and then took off for 2 days. I'm not sure where he went after that, but when he came back, the car was so clean it looked new and it didn't smell anymore. Allie stepped in close and wrapped her arms around my waist, careful to avoid my ribs, her breasts flattening against my stomach. Had she been naked this whole time? Wait, of course she had. We were in the shower. Jesus, I hated the way memories of Dad still put me in such a chokehold, blinding me to my surroundings. You think one of his victims was inside the trunk? Allie asked. I hugged her close and rested my chin on her head. Yeah, Dad was pretty active that summer. I just wish I knew the exact date it happened. Why's that? Because there are still several missing women he suspected of killing who have never been found. If the date lined up with one of their disappearances, it might give the family some sort of closure or help the cops find her. I even tried hypnosis once to draw the details out, but it didn't work. I feel like a fucking asshole for not being able to remember.
Allie pulled back, frowning. You know it's not your fault, right? That you shouldn't feel any guilt over it? You were a child and your mind probably suppressed as much as it could afterward to protect you. I nodded and tugged her back in. I know that, but it still doesn't make it any easier. I understand, she said. It's the same thing with me in the car accident. Not the memory part, but the guilt part. As much as I know it's not my fault, I can't shake the feeling of responsibility. We've got some baggage between us, huh? Allie choked back a laugh. Sorry, it's really not funny. I took her by the shoulders and leaned back enough to look at her. What? She scrunched her nose. I just had a flashback to the other night and the literal baggage between us. I grinned. I get it. It's not haha funny. It's fucked up funny. The humor faded from her eyes almost as quickly as it had appeared. I was so afraid for you tonight. Her words speared straight into my heart. I was afraid for you, too. She shook her head, water droplets sliding down her face. No, I mean it, Josh. I could not leave you behind. Not just because I couldn't stand the thought of you trapped in that house alone with Brad's poor victims, but because I didn't trust Junior to keep his word about picking you up after. So she had similar fears about me making a great fall guy, or at the very least being conveniently expendable. That wasn't ominous at all. Before now, I was chalking my suspicion up to paranoia. But knowing my girlfriend had come to the same conclusion made it feel like a much bigger threat. I'd have to be more careful around her family from now on, and I definitely needed to do whatever was necessary to stay on Nico's good side.
I smoothed Allie's hair back from her face, wrapping my fingers behind her neck so I could drag her closer. She came willingly, lips parting like she was subconsciously preparing for a kiss. I dipped down and pressed my forehead against hers, feeling coldness steal up my spine as I remembered how afraid I'd been when she said she was staying behind. You should have gone with them, even if it put me at risk. Her eyes flashed with stubbornness, and she tried to pull away, but I tightened my grip and held her where she was. The breast she released was ragged, and I didn't miss the fact that even though she looked pissed, her nipples had tightened.
Fuck off!
I feel like we're having such a serious moment here, and you're talking about nipples!
Nipples!
That isn't how this works, she said. You don't get to sacrifice yourself for me. This isn't the medieval times, and I'm not some damsel in distress. The whole point of you staying in the van was so there was no sign of you at the house, Allie. I know that, she said. What if a neighbor saw you? What if a piece of your hair fell out and the cops find it? Mm-hmm. Fast as lightning, she tipped forward and turned, breaking my grip on her. My hair was in a braid, she said, stepping as far back as the shower would allow. And the closest I got to the house was when I helped you off the patio floor. The likelihood of them finding any sign of me is much lower than them finding some sign of you. I shook my head, closing the distance between us. My hair was covered and I had gloves on. You might have left behind fabric strands. I tilted her chin up to make it easier to meet her eyes. Fiber analysis is about as reliable as blood splatter these days, and all our clothes were generic polyester for a reason. Any fibers left behind could have come from anything. She huffed out a breath. Fine. I'm sorry I broke my word to you, but I'm not sorry I stayed behind.
I spun her around, wrapping my arms over her shoulders so I could lean down and speak my next words directly into her ear. I wasn't trying to sacrifice myself for you, and the last thing I think you are is a damsel in distress. I just want to keep you safe. And I'm sorry if I'm overbearing about it, but I care about you, Allie. I'm sure Tyler warned you that I tend to go overboard when it comes to people I care about. He might have mentioned it. Noticing that her skin was starting to pebble, I pulled her back beneath the water with me. I guess we're at an impasse then. We'll both do anything to keep each other safe, even if that means pissing the other one off. She gripped my forearms and dropped a kiss onto the nearest one. I'd rather have you care too much than too little. I squeezed her tight. Same.
Oh.
I know, right? We stayed like that for a few moments, the water running over us and heating our night-chilled skin until I felt like the warmth had finally soaked all the way to my bones, chasing away the last of the cold. Allie hadn't cleaned herself off yet, so I pulled my arms free and snagged the soap from its tray. I take any excuse to touch her, make her feel good, so I took my time rubbing it into her back, making it as much about loosening up her stiff muscles as it was about getting clean. The suds trails down her skin, and I watched them slip all the way to her perfect ass.
Huh?
My... I'll put a beep over that. Stirred to life as the sight of my naked girlfriend finally drove the lingering darkness away. We'd made it out. We were okay. We were safe. I didn't know how long it would last, so I planned to make the most of whatever time we had, whether that be weeks or years or the rest of our lives. I stroked the soap back up, my free hand trailing after it, following a long line of muscle. Allie let out a soft moan and tipped her head forward. That feels amazing.
Oh, God, I know where this is going. Good, I said, my voice rougher than I intended. She turned toward me, lips parted as her gaze started to dip from mine to my... Really?
Are you serious?
Dip from mine to my straining... It jerked to a stop halfway there, landing on my side. Okay, I cannot ignore your ribs any longer.
Thank God.
The next 5 minutes consisted of us chronicling our injuries.
God damn.
After some painful poking and prodding, Allie finally agreed that my ribs probably weren't cracked, just bruised. My shoulder and shins were in the same shape, and Allie, in full nurse mode, said I'd have to ice everything once we got out of the shower, which made me want to delay that moment as long as possible. The thought of pressing anything cold to my skin after how cold I'd been earlier was abhorrent, but from the stubborn look on Allie's face, if I tried to argue with her again, I would lose. Luckily, none of the scratches on our faces or necks from all the rogue tree branches were deep or long enough to require stitches. They were unsightly, though, and it made me glad for another excuse to stay locked up in Allie's house for the next 2 weeks while we healed. She stepped back after looking over the last of my scrapes, worrying her lower lip between her teeth in the way that drove me crazy. Do you feel like we got off too easy?
I'm scared. I don't like that comment.
No, me either.
No.
Too easy? No, I said, indicating my ribs, but part of me is still waiting for the other shoe to drop.
Can you guys stop?
Why would you say that?
I'm scared.
She frowned and started soaping herself up. I did my best to maintain eye contact, but god damn it, her tits were right there, dripping with suds, and I could already feel them filling my hands. Warm and slick and sensitive to my every caress. Maybe it's because we didn't handle it ourselves, she said, unaware of my plummeting thoughts. At least that's it for me. I'm used to being in control all the time. The fact that I'm just supposed to trust an estranged uncle and cousins after they said they did their part isn't sitting well with me. I want to know where the body is, who they're going to sell Brad's car parts to, exactly how they plan to trick the cops into thinking he's fled to Canada.
Maybe you can butter Nico up with wine at family dinner and ask him then. She nodded. It's not a terrible idea. I really want to know how Junior had all those details about the investigation already. Dirty cops, I said. It was the most logical answer. Her expression turned contemplative. That's what I was thinking too. Unable to help myself, I reached out and stroked my hand over her shoulder. As much as I hate the idea of dirty cops, having someone on the inside could benefit us. If they continue leaking the investigation to Junior, we'll know if they find anything pointing to your family or us. Depending on how dirty they are, they might even hide evidence. Allie grimaced. I don't like benefiting from this kind of thing. It feels too close to what Brad was doing. I squeezed her shoulder. Would you rather go to jail? No, she said, I just don't like it. And yes, I realize that probably makes me a hypocrite. I grinned, a huge hypocrite. She slapped my hand away. I grabbed her wrist and pulled her close. But a hot one. Her response came out muffled because of the way I'd smushed her face into my chest.
Smooshed.
Yeah. Smooshed. I'm going to assume you just called me hot, too. She reached behind me and pinched my butt hard enough to make me jerk forward, which pinned my between our slick skin. I expected her to pull away and say something snarky, but she writhed against me instead. My need for her returned in a rush. All other thoughts drowned out by the memory of how good it felt to shove my bleep that. Allie, I said, stepping away from her. I want you so bad right now, but if I don't eat something soon, I'm gonna pass out. Her face fell, but she caught it and shook her head. No, you're right, and same.
I lifted a hand and cupped her cheek. Also,
butt cheek?
They don't specify. It could be a butt cheek. Also, I'm not too proud to admit that I'm in so much pain that I don't think I can worship you the way you deserve right now.
God damn!
She nodded, her expression full of understanding. I can wait until you feel better. I know it'll be worth it. She lifted a hand to show me her wrinkly fingertips. And I'm starting to prune, so I'm good with getting out of here. I turned away so she wouldn't see me smile. Should I have felt bad for lying to my girlfriend? Maybe. But I had a feeling that when I woke her up in a few hours, she'd be more than willing to forgive me for it afterward.
You lied about what?
I'm also confused about what he lied about.
What? What?
What is he lying about?
3 hours later.
Did we miss something?
Or is this like you're not supposed to know? And we're gonna find out in...
I feel like since both of us don't know, I guess we're not supposed to.
I'm gonna assume we don't need to know, but it's gonna piss me off. That's the end of the chapter, and that's all we have for you today.
Yeah, that's it. So
we're literally right at the end.
Yeah.
Literally...
I think it's literally 2 more chapters and then a really long epilogue. We don't know how we're gonna do it because we wanted to read the last chapter with you guys, but the last couple chapters are really long.
They're really long,
and then the epilogue is really long. So we might read the very tail end, maybe of the epilogue.
Stop when there's 20 minutes left of the epilogue and read it with them next episode. If you have an opinion on it, let us know in the comments.
Yeah.
How do you feel about this book? Do you hate it? Are you over it? Are we talking about it too much? Or are you ready?
If you hate it, we're almost done, so good news for you.
Don't worry. Next episode, next week, we will be done, and then we'll have to, make a poll or something for what we do next.
Yeah, because okay. So I'm really stressed, though, because it's July. ACOTAR 6 comes out in October.
I feel like I have to info dump all of the fucking books back in my head.
No,
Throne
literally.
of Glass, we just did.
Throne of Glass we just did. That's fresh in here,
but the
right?
other 2, have you reread ACOTAR once already?
Yes.
Okay, I have 2. So we've both read it twice.
I feel like I really want to reread Crescent City.
I have never reread Crescent City.
I definitely think at least a couple episodes leading up to the ACOTAR 6 release, we should definitely 100%. Do some segments about theories about crossovers and just about things. Everything, because guys, I'm really deep into the Massiverse TikTok right now.
Now that we finally finished Throne of Glass, we can finally get into all of them and what
and I'm seeing a lot of stuff.
There's a lot of things, so we'll dive into that in another episode. If you have any suggestions, leave them in the comments, but I think that's it for this week.
Yep.
Suckers.
Thanks for watching.
Subscribe if you like watching us.
Comment, all the things.
My hose, my choco chips.
My choco chips. And we'll see you next week.
All right. We love you so much.
Bye.
Oh, yeah, obviously.
Sound check. Check. 1, 2, 3. Whoa.
Ho.
My back just cracked.
BT.
Weird. Spicy.
And fuck you, McDonald's. You stupid ass not surprise box.
not blind box. It's a seeing box.
You're pissing me off.
But
You're bi.
I love him though. He's very cute.
Love you, RJ.
Fuck a McDonald's.